Good evening, everyone.
How do have you done your Facebook?
No.
Oh, do you know?
No, I'm not posh like you.
£50 for it to get it on bloody Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I'd already set the stream up and everything beforehand. So
You can't edit it.
I know you can, but I couldn't be bothered. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that. As Mr. Peter said, it's paid for StreamYards. The logo, StreamYards logo's gone, and it's been replaced by my own logo. So, the intro was done by Steve Essex. So yes, yeah. Well, I don't necessarily want it going to, yeah. But I can connect the group to it. Yeah. So anyway, but that's probably a bit further down the line anyway, maybe Wednesday. But yeah, so the StreamYards logo's gone and I've replaced it with my logo. And if I have a panel, like I will be tomorrow anyway, with Tracy Baking with me, I've downloaded some backgrounds as well.
What?
So yes. So yes, it all will be revealed. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of, well, like I did last Monday, shouting 3 channels. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, none of the channels is in yet, so I'll wait until somebody comes in. And I mean, it's only 3 minutes past 9.
Get another 5 minutes and I'm John will be here. That's all I think.
So yeah, I'm having a bad hair day. Oh dear. I was going to go in the bath this morning, but I've been up off. Hiya, Johnny. Oh, it's Tracy. Yeah, I've been up off at night. I don't know what it is, but muscles in my right leg are absolutely killing me, all behind my knee. And so, yeah, so if I look tired, it's because I am. I did try to go back to bed this afternoon, but, you know, it was futile because I couldn't get comfortable. You know, I were like tossing and turning for about an hour. I thought, sod it, I'm getting up. So basically, yeah, I've had very little sleep. I don't know what I've done. I've not done anything different. It just seems that, I don't know, pulled something back of my leg or something. I can't actually, like, physically lift it up. So when I walk, I'm like dragging my leg behind me. Like Quasimodo. So, yeah, so Mr. P's just been getting his hair off. Still. Oh, pardon me. He went out with a drone to a new destination and he's been trying all afternoon to.
Well, no, I bet it took me about an hour or two.
I am dead.
An hour or two to get edit this footage on my phone, because for some reason when I share it, they put me files, the video files onto the SD card. It's saying there's not enough space.
Yeah, so did you get that? It says something about it when he's trying to put the files onto his SD card. It's saying that they're in. Hiya, Edward. Hiya, Steve.
Oh, Edward, Steve. Oh.
So yeah, so you know, I mean, he's better at explaining it than I am. So have you seen the logo that you did for me in the corner, Steve? We knew it had come in handy someday, but that is my logo that Steve did me. And because Chris has paid for an upgrade on the StreamYard, obviously the StreamYard logo's gone, so I've replaced it with my logo. And basically, you know, you're not limited to, like, on the free one, you're not limited to 20 hours. You know, done it on ice singing inside. Oh, yay! Trace has actually managed to sign in back herself.
So it took her about 3 years. Woohoo!
So, yeah, so, you know, obviously I've replaced the StreamYard's logo with my own logo. I thought, well, I'll have the pink, you know, a pink thing strolling across, so it's all light matching. So, and just for Tracy and Amjad's benefit, Steve did me another intro. So I'll just play the intro once again, because I know there weren't many people in before. So this is the intro that Steve has done me. I think we're at anyway, it's a new one. So I put that in files as the posh intro, because it is posh. Yeah. If you want, I can do a screenshot of the last intro I sent you for a logo. Yeah, you can do, Steve, anything. Because me and Chris sort of around about the next step is like, yeah, getting some stickers printed. Amjad says wicked. So I call it the posh intro because it's all, you know, diamonds and whatever. So so yeah. So yes. I'm just going to do something. Oh, yeah. I've as I said before, I will be shouting out. It's nothing sort of major, but you know, I'm just going to give a few shout outs to people that have supported me, you know, etc. So I'm just waiting for chat to come back up. Oh, Wednesday is new piano. So yeah, so the first shout out, I'm just going to put the link in to whoever's watching, and it's for Amjad. So anybody that don't know Amjad or is not subscribed to Amjad, that's the link to his channel. So so yeah, so you know, I thought I'd do like a, you know, what we call it, like a mini shout out, you know what I mean? I mean, Amjad's been with us, I would say at least 2 years. I mean, Amjad will probably know better than I do how long he's been following us. So,
Amjad, that's 20 quid you owe us.
And as Amjad says it himself, you know, him and Chris are like brothers, you know what I mean? And you know, we've got that sort of relationship where, you know, is in every single live stream, in mine, in Chris's, you know, and I thought, you know, he needs a bit of recognition. Yeah, he don't do a lot on YouTube, but he has also got a Facebook group. If you want to put the link in for your Facebook group, Amjad, you're quite welcome to do so. but I know you don't do a lot on YouTube. You haven't, you know, uploaded or anything for quite a while. So, you know, if you actually want to put the link in for your, you know, your Wax Melt Facebook group, I mean, you're quite welcome to do so.
An extra 50 quid.
Don't throw phone at wall, dear. So, yeah, I am going to shout 2 more out, but I'm sort of pacing myself. So yeah, so the link's there. I mean, obviously Steve and Chris and Tracy and everybody's already subscribed to Amjad, but I'm going to do an intro for Chris with holding a sign of the picture show with me in it with no pants on.
Somehow, Steve, I don't think that will get put on my channel.
Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, originally Steve did that because we were on about you're welcome, Amjad. Same as I say, if you want to put the link in for the Wax Melt Facebook group, you're quite welcome to do so. So yeah, so originally that logo was for some stickers. So, but you know, we've been asked several times, have you got any stickers? Do you want to do a sticker swap? Blah blah blah. And it's one of them things that you know we've never got round to. So he says just teasing Chris. I'd laugh if he sent you one.
So this is what someone has sent me on YouTube. I'll put it on Facebook.
So yeah, do you? Oh yeah. Let me just, if I go silent, I'm just looking for Amjad's Facebook group. So if you want to join, I mean, it's up to you. It's all about, I mean, it's not all about wax melts and everything, but that's predominantly what it's about. You know, I mean, last week you were on about, were it an infuser, diffuser, or I always get mixed up in diffuser or infuser or but yeah, you know, like some weeks he'll talk about his favorite films and you know, like music that he listens to, and so oh, and thank you, by the way, Tracy, for sharing it out as well.
You seen that yet?
What
You got it on live chat or
what?
Your chat?
I ain't got it on nothing because I'm looking.
Get it on your chat.
Hang on a minute.
Quick before it goes.
What?
Get it on your chat.
Let me just. So yeah, I'm just finding the link to Amjad's. Oh, you've done me a super chat. Thank you.
Sticker.
How's it going? I've gone through all that and he's putting himself.
Well, you did have to have to do it for you.
Yeah, but it were being too slow. So sorry, Amjad.
Yeah, that is my allowance for the week, Karate Joe. I'm skinned now, mate. No money. She's got it all, and she took her.
So yeah, so thank you very much, Amjad. That's what I was doing myself. That's why I missed that's why I missed the super chat. We see, because I gave him one the other week, but I only gave him £2 because that's all I could afford. So but yeah. Basically, you know, if we can afford it, we sort of, he super chats me and I super chat him, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for it all to load back up again. Blooming adverts. So yeah, so the second channel that I want to give a shout out to, probably Amjad already knows, because you know, and I put in the description, this guy is a genius. He's done all mine and Pixie's intros and outros, and it's Mr. Steve Essex himself.
Hey, good man, Steve. Oh,
so yeah, so I urge you, go and visit Steve's thing. He's does fantastic work. That intro that was on at the beginning, that's Steve's work. All our intros are done by Steve, and it's Steve Essex, and that's the link to his channel. And I call him a genius because that's what he is. He's pure genius. So so yeah, woohoo. You know, I sort of don't say things lightly, Steve, and when I say you're a genius, you are a genius. I didn't expect that second intro that you sent Chris, and he says, oh, I'm going to send you something through Messenger, and he sent it me, and I went, oh, what's this? He went, well, watch it and see. So yeah, so you know, go over and subscribe to Steve. He does the music, he does the intros, the outros, logos, you name it, and Steve does it. So, you know, I mean, it's just my way of giving back, Steve, because you and Amjad are always in every single stream. You've sent me messages when I've not been well, you know, and it's just my way of showing appreciation. Oh dear. Yeah. He's that smart he doesn't know where the knicker drawer is. But yeah, that I mean, it's not a lot, it's not, you know, some biggie, but it's my way of showing appreciation for them that have been there supporting me, you know, have wished me well when I've been ill, you know what I mean?
oh, I need to still send you that email, Steve, with the little logo thingy, my bobbies.
So yeah, so yeah, if anybody wants any logos, intros, outros, you know, Steve's your man. You know what I mean? I don't know whether his email's on his about page or what, but yeah, subscribe to him. He said, Amjad says he didn't have an haircut, he just swept it to its side. So yeah, go over to Steve's, subscribe to him. You know, he should have thousands of subscribers, you know, but you know, he sort of don't how can I put it? He don't sort of put himself out there. Bend over, lol, why? Oh dear. Who said bend over? But anyway, yeah, the man's a genius. You know, he's having a new piano, he does music, he does, you know, so yeah, go over to his channel. Hiya, Kevin, how are you?
Hello, Kevin, lad.
Yeah, so if anybody wants any logos, any intros, outros, whatever, that's his email. Yeah, go and subscribe to him. You won't regret it. He's a genius, the guy is. You know what I mean? Hashtag I Wakey. Tracy, no personal messages in chat, lol, unless they raunchy ones. So yes, which leads me on to the third and final shout out, and this might surprise the person.
Me?
No, it isn't.
Who was it?
Yeah, let's find out. I'm trying to copy and pasting it, but it's not having it.
Is it playing silly beggars?
Yeah. And the person might be surprised who the third one is.
Ooh.
I don't think even Mr. P himself
I don't know.
knows who it is. So yeah, if you just bear with me 2 seconds, all will be revealed. So, and I know from that side is getting exasperated. you always know when Mr. P's getting exasperated because he starts sighing. It's all right. He's been trying to upload and edit and whatever this footage from today, and it's getting the better of him at the moment.
Well, I'm going to have to switch her over onto my phone.
But I always say to him, if it's getting the better of you, leave it half an hour, have a fag, have a coffee.
Half an hour? It took me 2 hours to friggin' edit it.
What will be revealed? The third and last shout out, and probably the person don't know that it's going to be them. So this is the third and final shout out. And just as I'm revealing who it is, and it's Mr. Wakey Rc.
Yay, buffering.
Yeah. So that's the third and final shout out. That's the link to Mr. Wakey's channel. Another person that's in most of me live streams, has been sort of steadfast and there's been an odd occasion where he's not turned up, but I'll forgive you for that one, Wakey. But biggest majority of the live streams is always there. So thank you, Mr. Wakey. What now? What? Ooh, well, yes, it's you. So that's the third and final shout out, and it is Mr. Wakey Rc.
There is a space bar, Wakey.
So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to Wakey, go on over there and click that link and subscribe to Mr. Wakey. He does droning, mostly RCs, which is like, as I call them, like toy cars. I know they're not. Yes, yes, I know they're remote controlled cars.
That's why it's RC.
Do you think I'm that thick? I don't know.
Well,
so yeah, so you're welcome, Mr. Wakey. I keep saying, it's like I've done shout out for Amjad because I don't know how long it is. I think it's about 2 years, or it might even be more. That he's been coming in my live streams. He's been coming in Chris's, and the second one was Steve. Don't call them toys. I know it's me being, I know they're not toys because
boys are the toys.
Yeah, they're not toys. They are very complex things.
Push a button and go.
Yeah, I mean, one of my sons loved to build them and whatever. He had one of these great big like drag racing car thing type of thing. So yeah, I know they're not toys because they're very, very expensive. So but yeah, if you want to know what Wakey's all about, go over to his channel. You know, his banner, he's got RC cars, he's got drones.
He's got the Phoebe Palm as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's got the Femi Palm as well.
Well, Chris, in your next intro, I can either
wear silk boxes or leopard thong. Is that the choices you've got then?
Thong, 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 thong.
Oh dear me.
Thong with red love hearts all over it.
Yeah, only because you've got one.
I don't know where it is.
So, you know, 3 very, very good channels.
Yep.
I know Amjad don't do a lot on his YouTube channel. Although I have a toy here, Rubik's Cube, been trying to solve it for nearly 40 years. Oh, dear. No, it's too complex for me, a Rubik's Cube. Get me ear off with it. But yeah, I keep saying to Chris, don't get exasperated, don't get frustrated. I says, have a fag, have a coffee, leave it for half an hour. I says, and then go back to it, because that's what I do. I don't let anything defeat me. And
defeat me, it just means I'll be a pain in the arse on computer.
But you know what I'm saying is you know, if at first you don't succeed, you know,
Whoa.
you know the motto, you know, if at first you don't succeed. I love all you guys. Oh, it's getting all sloppy doppy now.
Sloppy doppy.
But yeah, I took the stickers off so many times I had to paint it. Just paint it all the same colour. But it's like I say, Steve, I only give credit where credit's due. And, you know, I sort of thought long and hard about who I could give a shout out to. You know, you don't get enough credit for the work that you do, if you know what I mean.
What's he after? Is he after a bit of cake and eat it?
It's you know, it's my way of appreciating what you do for us, you know, and we truly do appreciate what you do. And Wakey and Amjad, you know, are there for us. Yeah, we've had a sort of, how can I put it? You know, Amjad's been there, come hell or high water, for about 2 years, you know what I mean? If it was all the same colour, I probably still couldn't solve it. Oh dear. Oh. But you know what I mean? They've only got to go over to your channel, Steve, and have a look at the work that you do and know that they're getting, you know, a job well done, let's just say. So yeah, it's just my way of showing appreciation for you being here for me, you know. Ooh, I've been watching you, Jeanette, since 2019. There you go. I thought it were about 2 years, Amjad.
Do you want to make my blue alien, Steve?
Oh, there you go. So there's a challenge. Should you choose to accept it, Steve? Wakey wants to know if you could animate his blue alien. I don't think that's going to be a problem, to be honest with you, Wakey. Yeah. I was just going to scroll back and
Be careful with scrolling, it gets you in trouble.
I'm on about copying his email. Trust you. So I'm just going to put Steve's email in. So if you want, Wakey wants to know, Steve, if you can animate his blue alien. So just for Wakey's benefit, that is Steve's email address. He does everything via email. He don't go on any social media, only YouTube. So yeah, so if you wanted to sort of get in touch with him via email, Wakey, yeah, just tell him exactly what you want to. I mean, I weren't even expecting that second intro on Friday. It was a surprise to me. And Chris says, I've just sent you something. Now, he always sends me, you know, when he goes out like with a drone and everything, obviously he takes photographs. So he always sends me the photographs. What do you think? And I just expected it to be some pictures that, because he said he'd been re-editing some. I just expected it to be a picture. But lo and behold, I opened it up and it was the new intro, which I was expecting. This is why I come to you on Chris's live streams, because both of you cheer me up and make me laugh. Both make my night amazing. Like I said, me and Chris feel like we are brothers in real life. Okay. Okay, Steve, he says, be right back. Why, what's he going to do? So yeah, you know, I mean, feelings mutual, Amjad. I mean, you know, we've sort of got to know each other. We are meeting up. We've never met up, you know, and you know, but we feel like we know one another. You know, and the fact of the matter is, I mean, I've had one or two illnesses, as you well know, and I've always had messages from people and saying, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. And, you know, it does, it sort of, it warms my heart that, you know, you care that much that you're messaging me to make sure I'm all right. So yeah, you know, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Yes, we've had one or t'other. So yeah, so you know, it's we've had, you know, we've had a fair share of, you know, them that come out from under bridge and you know, I know, and that's why I give them blue wrenches to people that I know I can. Hey, Bella says, I feel like that, Amjad. It's like Chris is my granddad. Oh dear, trust you, Bella. But nice to see you, Bella. Now I'm just going to play my intro for Bella's benefit, because she'll be dead jealous. I've got a posh new intro, Bella, and I'll just play it for Bella's benefit, because I think it's fantastic. Now, how good is that, Bella? I don't know whether Steve's trying to say I'm a diamond in rough or what, but you know what I mean? Or diamonds are a girl's best friend, or shine bright like a diamond. I don't know, but that was unexpected. I didn't expect that one. He did me one the other day, which I'd asked for, but that one I weren't expecting. So she's put, wow. I have got another one that he did me other day, Bella. And I don't think Bella's seen it. So anyway, I'm just gonna play the one that Steve did me other day. And yeah, I've got my logo in top. I'm going wrong corner, wrong way. I've got my logo there. Look, Bella. I'm just waiting for it to load up. And basically, this is one that Steve did me. We're at Thursday. I played it Thursday. But anyway, this is for Bella's benefit. This is another one that. So how good is that? That's one that Steve did me that I was expecting, but the diamond thing I didn't expect. I didn't know, when Chris sent it me and he says, look at you, blah blah blah, and I looked and I went, wow. I was saying as Bella, wow, So anyway, so we're going all posh now. She forgot what. I tell you something, Bella. If I'm looking tired, it's because I am. I were awake off at night. I don't know what I've done, but it feels like all muscle in back of my leg is absolutely caning me, right from back behind my knee all the way down my leg, and it feels like I'm like dragging my leg because I can't. He is extremely talented. So I've not had a very good night at all. I've took strong painkillers, I put cream on it, and it don't seem to do any good. I could really do with one of them pillars like my lady. She bought like one of these, a pregnancy bolster or something, and it's pregnancy test. No. She says I keep getting thrown off. Oh dear. So yeah, my lady bought like it's like a, like when you're pregnant and you can't get comfortable, and it's like some, I could do with one of them. Because I tried everything last night, putting my leg out of bed, covering one leg up with me quilt, and I just couldn't get comfortable, and pain was absolutely killing me. So yeah, but I'm all right. I'm not too bad. It's just I feel like Quasimodo when I'm walking. And I says to Chris the other day, I says, I have to go to the toilet half an hour before I need to. I says, just to get there so I don't pee my pants. Because it takes me even though we've got a downstairs toilet, it takes me that long to go to the toilet. I have to go before I even realise I want to go. Yes, he's getting quite. I have to throw my legs over a bolster in the night. Mine's called Baz. Oh yeah, I can just imagine me trying to do that with Chris. He's either running a marathon, he's pedaling a bike. Talk about twitching, Bella. I have never known anybody twitch so much in all my life. You don't see, he's either playing footy, he's riding a bike, or he's running a marathon. I've never known anybody twitch so much. Oh, Amjad might be having his hair cut on Friday. So I just want to show you something. And I know we said that you know, we weren't going to discuss this topic, but I'm just going to show you what Callum came home with today. Yeah. In fact, he bought 2 home. So, yeah, instead of getting tested in college now, he's got to do it himself. So, yeah, he bought 2 of them home today. So, you know, we're not discussing it. I just thought I'd show you them and get it out of the way. And yeah, that's in order for him to be able to go into college on a regular basis. He's been in this morning. He does his maths and his English. You ain't slept in a bed with me, Baz. Where's shin pads, poor son? Oh dear. Oh dear. I probably won't feel it anyway, Bella. Oh dear. But yeah, like last week, he were actually tested in college, and I'm so glad that they're doing this. You know, I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but I'm so glad they're doing it. The fact that you know, they're thinking of their safety, and on a Thursday normally it'd go in all day, but I think they're staggering the classes, and there's like so many go in the morning, and Callum, like last week, didn't go until 1 o'clock. So I think they're like staggering, you know, staggering the classes. So you know, it's not too big of a class size. Let's just say it's basically, you know, the old-fashioned pregnancy test, Bella. That's basically all it is. And in this kit, there's like a long swab, and you poke it up your nostril. You put it down your throat. Well, you swab your tonsils first, and then you swab your nose, your nostril, and then there's like a thing, and you dip it in, and then you drip that onto that like a pregnancy test thing. If there's 2 lines, it's positive. If there's 1 line, it's negative. My classes are full classes at college. But the thing is, Amjad, Callum's college are ticking all boxes. You know what I mean? Same as I said before, there's thousands of people go through them doors on a daily basis at Callum's college. I am safe in the knowledge that they're testing every single person, you know, just to make sure, and that they're thinking of the students' safety. Let's just say he's had 2. He had 1 went on last Wednesday? No, week before. Anyway, he had 1 on the Wednesday and 1 on the Friday. Both were negative, by the way, which we knew they would be anyway, because he's not been anywhere. Yeah, and that's my sentiments exactly, Bella. I'm safe in the knowledge that they taken every single precaution and not putting the students in danger. You know what I mean? I feel a lot more reassured going into college, knowing that they're doing this. You know what I mean? Hi, Dr. Smith. So this is a question for Amjad. Have you watched Bella's latest video?
Yes, I have.
I know Chris has, and is it next week? I know it's sort of like week after it's Easter, isn't it? But the 2 week I think they have off at Easter. So yeah, question to Amjad: have you watched Bella's latest video? I think were it uploaded on Friday, Bella? Were it Friday, Thursday, Friday? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, me and Bella had this conversation because I didn't know anything about it, what had happened. And I sort of put a comment on, you know, I'm just finding out about this. Why? You know what I mean? And well, she sent me a video. We didn't actually speak person to person. And what made me laugh about it, the first words out of her mouth was, Shergar wants his teeth back. You know what I mean? And I thought, well, that's just typical Bella, you know, making a joke about it, you know, under the circumstances. You know what I mean? I'd be devastated. I'd be thinking, oh, God, you know, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, and she's sort of making a laugh and a joke about it, saying, oh, well, Shergar wants his teeth back. But it's one of these things where you've got to get used to them. You know what I mean? It's like false teeth. You know, they might seem a bit daunting at first, but the more you persevere with them, the more, you know, because I says to her, I says, well, I must be coming out in sympathy because this tooth, and I'm not poking it too much because it's a bit wobbly. So this tooth is Lewis. Now, can you remember when Chris had to call ambulance out for me and everything? That's when I realised it was loose. So it's been loose quite a while. But I says to Chris, I hate dentists. I hate going to dentist. And I says, well, until it drops out, I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's not hurting me. I'm not in any pain. It's only like a little bit wobbly. So, temporary ones are borrowed from a racehorse. But yeah, right. You ain't coming nowhere near my teeth with string and slamming door and whatever. But it's not like dead wobbly, but I can feel it's loose. So until it actually drops out, I ain't doing nothing about it. Because I had a bad experience when I was a kid, you know, at dentists, and I've sort of been petrified, hated them, whatever you want to call it, ever since. So yeah, must only have been about 7, 8, I don't know, somewhat around that, about that age, and it's petrified me, and I've hated them ever since. So until I need to go, I ain't going. You know, it's still in. It's not sort of hanging by a thread. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit wobbly. So it's only like a matter of time before it does actually fall out. And when that happens, I'll go straight to dentist. You know, I'll have to bite, I'm going to say bite the bullet. I'll have to, you know, I'll have to go eventually. But, you know, nobody wants to see me sort of toothless while I'm... Don't you go moaning about your bloody loose tooth. My front teeth are scattered around the kitchen. Well, my sentiments to Chris was, and these were my exact words, Bella, there's only Bella could do something like that. Bella knocked all her front teeth out, and she's had to have temporary veneers in. And she says they borrowed from a racehorse. So yeah, and then I was going on about, I says I'm coming out in sympathy because I've got a loose front tooth. But yeah, you know, there's only Bella could do something like that. You know, managed to knock all your front teeth out. I wouldn't expect it from anybody else, only Bella, let's just say. So yeah, but I hope this video is worth waiting for. Are you getting exasperated? He's sat there like with his hand in his head in his hand. So I think he's getting a little bit.
I'm not saying that because I'll swear.
Yeah. Well, that's what that's what I was saying. So yeah, so I don't know about where you are, but it's been absolutely gorgeous here today. Not been sort of red hot, but sun's been out. It's been quite, as I say, pleasant. It's not been in shorts and suntan lotion weather, but it's been quite pleasant today. I think spring's finally sprung. Let's just say.
Computer and bloody phone will be springing in a minute. It's called bloody window.
Exactly, Bella. Oh dear. Well, Chris is as well. Wakey says, sorry, gonna have to depart. PC having a total brain fart. Yeah, well, put it this way, Wakey. I think Chris is ready to open patio doors and throw his heart. Sun earlier in the afternoon in London, but it has turned a bit nippy here. But I've only got my t-shirt on, Amjad, and I'm just right. It's not sort of, weather. I'm just right. So yeah. Oh God, Tracy's been getting washing machine a thrashing. She says warm day washing all out, and I did 3 lots. But yeah, Chris went out with Drew, and it went to like a woodland area, and he got some nice, lovely pictures.
Well, friggin' put on YouTube.
He'll get there. I mean, our motto is where there's a will, there's a way, and he'll find a way.
I know what I want to do. It's just getting friggin' things to do.
But yeah, he is getting a little bit exasperated at the moment. I keep saying exasperated. Peed off.
Exhilarated.
Exactly, Bella. But it's like we haven't got no wind. It were nice, but I don't think it were warm enough to actually dry washing. Let's just say. I mean, but having said that, Tracy don't live far from us, and she says it dried 3 lots of washing. But you see where we are, it's like enclosed, so we don't get a lot of wind. I mean, us behind us, they've always got washing out, and you can see it blowing about in wind.
It's still there 3 days later.
But we us being like in dip, we shielded from a lot of wind. So unless it's a really, really windy day,
if there's wind out front, I can see tree moving. I know not to go out with drone.
So anyway, so yeah, so wheels being in position we're in, that arse up there gets salt wind, and we don't get any. So but yeah, I prefer Tangamart, Bella. Hiya, Kate. How are you?
Hello, Kate.
Sorry, you're only 54 minutes late, Kate. Oh, while I think about it, tomorrow I'm going to start this week and next week. I'm doing he's got a maths and English exam on the 26th of April at college, and got more in May. Oh, it's just don't think about it, Amjad. But this week on the baking live stream, and next week we're going to be doing the Easter theme. Now, I'm going to say, I've got to turn my brightness down, but I'll show you the recipe now. I wonder if I could find settings. It does say, right, I'll just explain in a minute. So this is what we're baking tomorrow. I don't know whether I can expand that or not. Anyway, I've expanded it a little so you can... Oh, Gordon Bennett. Where's that gone now? So I've expanded it a little so it's a bit easier for you to see. Now, that is what we're making tomorrow. Can you see it, baby?
What's that? It's coming up in a minute.
So, yeah, so that is what we're making tomorrow. And that is Easter,
right.
yeah, Easter cupcakes. Now, Chris went to Asda today because the only thing I hadn't got were the mini eggs on top. Now, they are Cadbury's mini eggs, and he couldn't get me them. So the ones he's got me are Galaxy chocolate ones. So they're still the same thing, but that's what we're going to be making tomorrow. And next week, I mean, I've shown Callum these. Bill, have you seen these blankets? Great if you can't sleep, pain, restless leg. Oh, I might have to have a look at that, Kate. So I'm waiting for, so this is what we're making next week, and they are mini egg blondies, these are. So that's what we're making next week. So hopefully I should be able to get some mini eggs by then. But I says to Chris, it makes no odds. They're like Galaxy chocolate eggs, the ones that Chris has got me. But they're only for decoration anyway. So they what we're making next week. And I thought, well, you know, that is basically in the run up to Easter. So I'm making we're making cupcakes tomorrow and mini egg blondies next week. So I did try and get in, you know, our Laurie says she wanted to come on with us. I went in a live stream other night. She was putting her email address in because she's had some stickers done. So I actually emailed her, but she's not got back to me. That's all I need tomorrow, mini eggs. So the ones that Chris got me are Galaxy ones, and I think the chocolate with caramel inside. So I says to Chris, with the mini eggs, you're supposed to chop them in half. I says, but with these, I think I'll just stick them on top. They the only ones he could get me. Either that or what were it, Aero ones. You know, Aero. But don't worry about it, Tracy. We couldn't get any from our Asda. Bella says, I don't look very lovely at the moment, Kate. I'm not so much beauty monthly, more like horse and hound. So, I have ordered some on my shopping for the blondies next week. So, hopefully, touching wood, they don't get substituted. So, Chris went down to our Asda today, and the only ones he could get me were either Aero or these Galaxy ones. So I says, well, it don't really matter because they don't actually go in the mixture. They're just for decoration. Kate says Lidl's got the 49p for mini eggs, all the Easter stuff out, Tracy. So if you've got I think didn't you say they were a Lidl or just down road? But yeah, you know, don't worry too much if they're not exact, you know, the Cadbury's mini eggs, sorry. Because I couldn't get any, so I thought, well, any will do. But yeah, I mean, I've seen Bella, okay, and I think they suit her, you know. And this is not me being biased because she's my best friend, you know. But it's. Oh yeah, Kate messaged me today. Yeah, it's less than a year. So yeah, so try Lidl's, Tracy. It don't matter if they're not, you know, Cadbury's mini eggs. If you can't get them, you can't get them. When all's said and done, they're only for the decoration bit, because they're like chocolate cupcakes, buttercream icing. Oh, that's a good idea, Bella. Hiya, Gordo. But you know, it's basically essentially they're just for decoration. So any mini eggs, I says to Chris, because he rang me from Asda, and he says they ain't got any of them Cadbury's mini eggs, and he rung me on Messenger, and he swung camera around. He says it's only 2 they've got. Which one do you want me to bring? So I says Galaxy looks the better option. So yeah, so basically that's what he bought. You'll have to bring me a packet and I'll show everybody while you're up, baby. Yeah, I didn't know whether you'd heard me or not. So yeah, it's basically just for decoration. I mean, I shown Callum that picture of them cupcakes, and he's going, you know, he's sort of eating them before I've even made them. And then I says, well, this is what I'm making next week as well. Yeah. These are the ones that I've got. It says Galaxy Enchanted Eggs. Galaxy chocolate with crunchy caramel rolled in rose gold. So yeah. You know, so they what he bought me. So they're just as good. You know, they look the part, if nothing else, you know, it rose gold, dipped in rose gold, Galaxy chocolate with crunchy caramel. So so that's what I've bought. My brother loves them, the Galaxy ones. Wait, either that, Amjad, or Heroes. And I thought, well, these look better. But that's it. It's more practical. You're buying them pajamas, Bella. Same as you said. If they get tons of Easter eggs from, you know, family and whatever, you know, it's you know. Anyway, so that's what I've bought. So hey, Scrapping Irish raiding coming. I have a few cracked teeth and missing one at back. They're in a bad way. I think it's years of medicines and treatment. I need to see a dentist, but I get that. Yeah, I mean, me and Kate were talking about it yesterday, and I says, like, I had this bad experience. So my records came today. Really pleased, as all of them are in mint condition. Sleeves were just a bit grubby. For a quick wipe over with a wet wipe, brought them up like new. That's great. Parkness. Is it just me again? At the moment, yeah. Kevin's been in a bit earlier on. So basically, that's what we're making tomorrow. We're making Easter cupcakes, and these is what I'm putting on for decoration. Now it does say to grate some chocolate, and I thought, oh, sod that, because if it's been as warm as what it has today, it'll all be clumped together. So I've got like some, with them being rose gold, I've got some gold like sprinkles. I thought, well, it'll look the part if I put some gold sprinkles on and then stick them on top. But about his records, yeah, I've just read it out. But yeah, I mean, even Callum, I mean, he's 18 now, nearly 19, and he loves his Easter eggs. It's the only time he sort of like, apart from Christmas, gets to binge out on chocolate. But I'm actually allergic to toothpaste and mouthwash. Oh dear.
Who is?
Gordo says he's actually allergic to toothpaste and mouthwash.
Uh-oh.
He were bidding on some vinyl records, Bella, on eBay. Now he did tell me other day that it was successful. We get them an outfit for Easter, plus they have too much eggs, we buy too much. But it's like we only get Callum a couple. My mum suffers with the same problem. Now, going back to that, Gordo, Chris has got this allergic reaction. Now, he's allergic to Sinotest and what is it? Scoline and Sinotest. Now, not a lot of people know this, but they are both local anaesthetics. And his older sister, she suffers with the same thing. But Chris had a more severe allergic reaction, like... I
died.
Yeah, well, like a seizure type of thing. And
no, I died.
Yeah. He had a more severe reaction than what his older sister did. But they don't use them anymore in local anaesthetics. But he always tells them when he goes to dentist, you know, I'm allergic to scoline and Sinotest. And they says, well, it's very rarely that they're used nowadays, but, you know, it's good that you're telling us, you know, just in case. Oh, he's just bought its albums 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just bought 5 and 6 and still watching 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh. But yeah, you know what I mean? That is like a local anaesthetic, what they used to. Hiya, Tim, how are you? So yeah. But yeah, Chris has a more severe reaction to it than what his sister does. So obviously it's hereditary because his sister has it, but yeah, not. Yeah, no. Callum was tested for it, and it's not carried on to, you know, not carried on, you know, although there is some things that Chris has passed on to Callum. The reason why Callum and Chris wear glasses is they've got this thing called stigmatism. And basically it's their eyes are like a rugby ball shape. Instead of being like round like mine and yours, theirs is like an oval shape, and it like distorts the vision. So yeah, so that's one of the things that Chris has passed on to Callum. They've both got astigmatism. But yeah, You know, that's what he's allergic to. The only allergic reaction I've ever had were when, can you remember when I had cellulitis in my neck and the hospital gave me some antibiotics that I'd never had before? And obviously I think I had a reaction to it. But apart from that, oh, it says, when I can afford it, I'm going to have porcelain implants. Well, you see, Bella's having veneers. I think I'd sooner have veneers rather than have false teeth. Something that's more permanent than putting them in a glass of water outside my bedstand every night. You know, I want something a bit more permanent. Even though, yeah, I have got all my own teeth, but I'm getting to that age now where this front one's loose. I've got one that's a bit like breaking up here. I've had one ear that's like all broken up. So I'm sort of getting to that stage where, you know, I'm starting to have problems with my teeth. So I'd you know, rather than have false teeth, I'd want some a bit more permanent. So, because them implants in it, like where they make each individual tooth and like stick it in you where your tooth come out. But yeah, just chill out and drink your whiskey.
Well, what I'm doing now is finally, even though all footage is totally wrong way around, I didn't know what.
Yeah.
I've downgraded it from 4K to 1080p, then I've got to upload it again and then get them all in right flipping order.
I'm also allergic to automatic transmission oil and power steering oil. So how does that work? Do you have to make sure that when you're working on a car that you wear gloves and you don't get any on you, or you know what I mean? But I think, Kate, that I think we all sort of need some work doing. It's just the fact that I hate dentists. I hate dentists. And I'm a bag of nerves before, during and after. But I trust Bella. I don't see the specialist dentist for 5 weeks. I'll be running round Adoc Park. It's a case, Bella, as you have to bear with it, and you'll probably just be getting used to them as they give some totally different ones, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, he wears gloves. But the only other allergic reaction I had, I were really, really small, and I were ill. I forget what it were now. And my mum used to give me these like little tiny so are the Rovers. Oh dear. They were like little tiny, I mean, Bella might know what I'm talking about. They were like little tiny orange tablets, and my mum always used to give them me when I weren't very well. And this particular night, I weren't feeling too great, so my mum gave me one of these tablets, and we were going out to a friend's house, for something to eat, and I think we were going having like a chippy supper or something. And I'm sat there, and my mum looked at me and she went, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Oh, my lip, all swole up." Well, both my lips. No, they weren't olive orange. They were like, I think they were like some type of aspirin, but they were like little orange tablets. And you know, I can vaguely remember, but as look at it, the friends that we were, Halibut's a fish, by the way. But anyway, as look at it, these friends where we were visiting, there were a doctor's ass just at Toppert Road. House. You want me to talk all posh?
House.
Yeah. So anyway, I think there was some sort of aspirin, but they were for kids. Anyway, my mum rushes me up to this doctor's house, and he says, by the looks of things, should I know someone that's allergic to it. I think I know who you're talking about, Gordo. Anyway, so my mum takes me up to this doctor's house, and they were looking, and he says, you know, had you give her anything? And because my mum went through all spiel, you know, she hadn't been feeling very well, so I gave her this, and blah, 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 blah. And he says, if you want my opinion, she's had an allergic reaction to it. And like, you ought to think that I look like, you know, look like I'd got a trap part.
What?
Halibut orange gives you trap part. I look like I'd got a trap part. My lip, them great big thick lips.
Oh,
I'd got yeah, Mick Jagger lips.
Yeah.
Anyway, so doctor said, you know, just like keep like a, you know, frozen peas, or, you know, just keep, you know, hiya Crypto, how are you?
Hello Crypto.
So yeah, so doctor says, you know, just keep keep putting like cold things on it, and hopefully they should like go down. But if not, and you're worried, just take us down to A&E. But anyway, a few hours later, I were okay. They sort of gone down significantly. You know, it's all right. We are on about allergic reactions and dentists and whatever, you know, talking about. But that's the only two allergic reactions I can ever remember having. And got a stalker, Tim. So yeah, so and just recently, it was about a year ago, I had like cellulitis in my neck, and I went to hospital, and they gave me some of these antibiotics that I'd never, they were like bright green things. I can't remember the name on them, but I'd never had them before in my life. Now I had, I've always, what's them antibiotics that you give? Fluoxetine. Yeah, that's it. They gave me fluoxetine, and they also gave me some more, and they were bright green. And then my head started itching, and my neck were all red, and I was scratching at my neck. And I went back to hospital because I thought this cellulitis has spread. And oh dear. Basically, I went back to the doctor. I went to hospital, and they said, I don't think it's anything to do with the cellulitis. Basically, I think you've had an allergic reaction. So they says, you know, get a day or two, stop these green tablets. But after a couple of days, I was still scratching and itching. Anyway, doctor gave me this cream, so it didn't itch so much, and I were all right after that. It sort of, the cream did trick, and it calmed down a bit. Oh dear. But Yeah. What? Don't worry. Oh, she's retracted it. Oh dear. Were it one of them that you weren't meant to send it? Because Tracy did that other night. Basically, she'd put a message in chat that weren't meant to be in chat, that she was messaging like a cousin, and basically she'd put the message in chat and it weren't supposed to. And
I bet she swore a little bit.
well, no, I just messaged Tracy and I says, you know, I thought you should know that a message has come up and I don't think it were meant for chat.
When she sent it, I realised it was in chat, but she went, oh, flip.
Yeah, she was apologising to me, and I says, well, there's no, you know, no to apologise for, basically.
What a black mist that's just got across the road.
But what is on about Crypto is just said it's just seen a shadow float past him, and he's got shivers now.
Cold and frozen.
Yeah, we've had a few unexplained things. Let's just say, you know, telly volume turning down for no reason at all.
Twice.
I'm just says, tell Bella about you calling Vanessa. I called her Vicky as well. I think it were a baking stream, weren't it, Amjad? Yeah. Well, Vanessa Kitty comes in, and for some reason, I called her Vanilla. And then she ran here other week, and I called her Vicky. So, you know, this is our sort of, you know, I mean, I think Bella can relate to me because it's called brain fog. You know, when you sort of forget what you're saying and then you say totally, you know, unintentional things that you didn't mean to say. I mean, I don't know why I called her Vanilla. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I called her Vicky. Hi, Richard. How are you? So yeah, we're just talking about dentists and allergic reactions, and Chris has said he's just seen a shadow float past him and now he's got shivers. So whoever it is haunting him, not me.
We're off over there, will you? I will nice and warm a bit.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't get brain fog. You have to have a brain for that. But you know what I mean, Bella? You know what I mean? It's like you get all muddled up and, you know, and I don't know why. He's having a bit of a, yeah. He's been out today, Richard. He's been out today, and basically he's having a mare. We're uploading it.
I'm going to have to film in 1080p or 2.7K because the computer doesn't like 4K.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah.
So much footage today.
Yeah, he's been at it all afternoon and still ain't got it done. So he's having a mare.
Well, I got it all edited on before, but you ain't got any space in your phone. You've got to delete your files.
And on a totally different subject, I was down here. Callum had come home from college, and Chris were out with Drone, and I sat here, and all of a sudden I heard something go, and you know what? It was Lucy, the dirty sod, and she were right over the other side of the room.
Tell Farty Pants.
Yeah, we've nicknamed her Farty Pants. Oh dear, I'm not kidding you. Within 10 seconds, it had filtered over here, and I'm sat here going, It about did me in. Yeah, I'm going to say she knows we're talking about it because she's gone over to Chris. But, oh, yeah. Because it were quiet and there were nobody else here, you know, basically, you know, she let rip and then, oh, God, talk about they're not silent, but they're deadly.
No, you're not kidding.
Test farts for Britain. Oh, I'm not kidding you, Bella. She's only a little cat and I've never smelled anything so disgusting come out a little cat. You know what I mean? But yeah. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, I says to her, I says, you dotty sod, Lucy. And it were only the fact that it were dead quiet and, you know, I were having a bit of peace and quiet because Chris were out and Callum were upstairs, that I actually heard a fart. Bouncing bomb. Hey up, do they still sell gas masks? I needed one earlier on. Okay then, Bella. Yeah, I'll speak to you later on.
Night, Bella.
Night, Bella.
Have a good one.
So yeah.
I can't type. I've got 40 pants on me.
Oh dear, but they are that deadly that sometimes, and Chris ain't got no sense of smell. Even he can smell them.
Unless it's very, very strong.
Yeah,
very potent.
Yeah, if it's potent, yeah. But yeah, you know, he very rarely smells them, but when she drops umdinger, yeah, they can actually smell them.
Excuse me, you be quiet over there where me and Lucy's having kisses.
So does Ronnie. He's a sod for it. Crypto says, I hate when dogs do that. Windows, doors, every one of them open. Lucy's a cat. And she's only a little tiny little thing. Oh, I don't know how she does them, honestly. You know what I mean? We've got 3 cats, right? And she's the smallest of the 3. But her farts are potent.
Oh,
honestly.
They're the stink bombs, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they ought to bottle it and use it as stink bombs.
What I say? So bottle it and stick it in old farts house.
Yeah, I did. I think it's disgusting, Gordo. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that was bad, that.
Really, really disgusting. And they're now saying, it's all right, Gordo lives
in Bristol.
Yeah, where they've had all trouble. And basically, we were watching it on news this morning. Basically, the name of the protest was Kill Bill. Now, what it's all about is it's something to do with a new policing bill. Why Bristol? I don't know. They attacked the police station. They burnt cars. They burnt vans. 20 police officers have been injured, broken ribs.
Seriously?
Yes, some seriously as well.
2 seriously. 7 arrests last I heard.
Yeah, Gordo says I'm about 10 minutes from where that kicked off. They ought to go through CCTV.
Well, they are doing
thing by thing and get them all done.
Frame by frame.
But they are saying as well that quite a few, they think a lot of them weren't actually from Bristol, that they come from outside of Bristol.
I reckon so.
because of the numbers. And basically, it was supposed to be a peaceful protest. But it all escalated and they smashed up police station or they've burnt 2 police officers seriously injured and 20 needing treatment. I thought that's what it were.
Broken bones, broken ribs, broken arms, broken noses.
You know what I mean? Same as I says to Chris, so much for a peaceful protest. And I think there were outside agencies inciting this trouble.
Yeah, it will be.
I reckon, you know, what did start out as a peaceful protest, it escalated and they've been incited. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't normally like to discuss these sort of things, but absolutely shocking. I was shocked. I was disgusted, you know, and I'm thinking, that's in our country. You know what I mean? That people can act that way, you know. Yeah, exactly. You know, they've not done anything for the cause. Basically, they've made matters worse. You know what I mean? And, you know, the fact of the matter is, not only were they protesting, but they were filming blokes ripping doors off these police vans. They were filming police setting fire to the vans and cars. You know what I mean? It's absolutely outrageous. You know what I mean? I think it's disgusting. You know what I mean? That this is happening in our country. You know what I mean? It is. There's no word for it, only disgusting.
It's not great, is it?
No, it's disgusting. You know, if you don't agree with something, you don't go off like that. You don't.
They can protest.
Yeah.
Don't smash everything up.
You know what I mean? There were no need for police station to get smashed up. There were no need to burn vans. You know what I mean? They could have done it without turning to violence. And that's one thing that I detest. I detest violence. The police are going to mass publish photos of the people connected to help with arrests.
Yeah.
I'd name and shame them, to be honest with you. You know, if that were me, I'd name and shame them. You know what I mean? Because it were absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be associated with anybody that did something like that. You know what I mean? Okay, then. Same to you, Tim. You stay safe, and thank you for popping in.
Tim mate.
But yeah, I reckon, you know, there'll be a lot more arrests. And so there should be. They should be held accountable for what they've done.
And send down, not saying don't do it again. Send them down.
But
That's the one thing,
you know, it's democracy gone mad. Oh, I'm just watching the update on the TV, our local news.
Be right back. Ooh.
But yeah, you know, I mean, you know, I mean, it's like, as well, that woman that got murdered, they had a vigil for her. Now, I think, now that were a peaceful protest, not a protest, but a vigil. And I think that the police were a bit heavy-handed about it. They were there to show and pay the respects to somebody that had been murdered.
Yeah, but it was banned, but people still went. That's why the police officers.
Yeah, but
yeah, no, listen. that's why the police officers went there to stop them, but the police officers were a bit too heavy-handed on the ladies that were there.
Yeah, you know, I mean, my sentiments. It's a different kettle of fish altogether. They were a candlelight vigil. Yeah, they were told that they didn't want it to take place, but it still went ahead. And I think the police were a bit heavy-handed in you know, in that respect. You know, but you know, if it let's say, for instance, this thing in Bristol, you know, if that had been meat, tear gas and everything had been rubber bullets and lot, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? There's this sort of like a vigil, and then you've got like protest. But when it turns violent like that, you know. But another thing as well, my opinion is, all them vehicles that they burnt out are tax money has got to, you know, get them, you know, get them vehicles back on road, or obviously the write-offs, but it's our tax money that's got to pay for them vehicles. You know, buy new ones, etc. You know, while, you know, at the end of the day, we didn't have nothing to do with it, with the protest. It's not just the police cars that were attacked. 10 cars in a nearby multi-story car park had their windscreen smashed, and they are innocent. This is what I'm saying, Gordo. You know what I mean? There's protesting, and then it's going too far. You know, somebody at the end of the day parked the car in a multi-story car park before they went to work, got back, and it's all smashed to smithereens. You know what I mean? You know, let's say, for instance, police were called out to an emergency, and they can't get, because there's all these protesters roaming streets. They can't get because, you know, police cars been burnt out. You know what I mean? It's putting more strain on the police. Oh dear. Tried to set fire to a riot van with police still in it.
Yeah.
But it's they went too far, obviously, like you said, outside influence. I reckon so. I reckon they were incited to take it further.
Yeah.
You know, and as far as like innocent people getting caught up in it, you know, getting the cars vandalized, getting them smashed to, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's all going to cost money. It is. It's shocking. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's happened near you, Gordo, you're thinking, God, you know, I'm ashamed to live here. You know what I mean? Yeah, weren't necessarily all people from Bristol, but
yeah, most of them were from Bristol, though, weren't they?
You know what I mean? It's the fact that it's happened in your part of country. You know what I mean? I'd be ashamed. I'd be ashamed to say, well, I live there, because it's disgusting, it's shocking, all of the above. You know what I mean? But I'm still of the, you know, of the thing that, you know, there were other outside influences. That Wheating's just kicked in. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? But it's like there's a lot of things that people don't agree with, but they sort of, you know, disagreeing
Anyway,
Cab C2 monitors.
can see. I can't even tired of that whiskey. It's not a good combination.
So
I want to know why Gordo's not blue.
yeah, because it's his other channel, isn't it?
Oh, I better whack him on blue. It's a long time. Your other channel still going on.
But yeah, you know, it's you know, this you know, it's like everything else. I don't agree with how they went about it, but you know what started off as you know, this police bill or whatever it is, it's been all blown out of proportion.
Yeah, just idiots wanted to cause a fate. That's all it is. Hooligans.
Yeah, and so much for, you know, no mass gatherings. There must have been thousands there. You know. Crypto says, I hope you're looking at the right monitor then. But it's yeah. He's had a whiskey to chill out because he's getting all exasperated. They've been trying to edit a video all afternoon. So he's getting a bit, you know, getting a bit peed off with it. Oh, pardon me. Because you know, when he goes out with the drone, he has like a mini SD card. Now, normally, he'd take the SD card out and put it in his phone. Oh dear. Right. Johnny says he's hurt his ear.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, same as I say, when he goes out filming, hiya Johnny, by the way. Did I say hi Johnny? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I said it twice anyway.
Well, what it is, normally I'll just do drone footage, but I thought I'd combine it a little bit with using my Osmo Mobile 3 and drone footage, but like a Wally, I decided to use Filmic Pro, which is a video recording app, and also the app you need to use DJI Osmo Mobile 3, which is the Mimo app. So I've got footage from two apps, both in 4K 30 frames per second. Also footage from the drone, which is 4K 30 frames per second. And I got 24 minutes worth of 40K frames per second footage. And my computer's that pants, it can't even do 5 seconds of 4K footage.
Yeah, that's the only problem, like, because he's gone out with drone, he's got Osmo, DJ Osmo, you know, gimbal thing. He takes photos on the drone and it all goes onto like an SD card. The same as he says, he's trying to be clever, trying to mash them all together, you know, drone footage and the footage like from his phone, and it's just not having it. So he's getting a little bit
it's being a git.
Yeah, he's getting a bit peed off with it.
Well, I'm just downgrading it now to 1080p, and it's now at 60%.
Oh dear, I think I've got a bit of cotton bud stuck in my ear, or can't hear it. It's like it's pressing on my eardrum. You know, I've had trouble with this ear, Johnny, and that's where I had shingles behind my ear. And I tell you what trouble is with mine. It's like every now and again, when I move my head, I can hear it like popping. So I don't know whether I've got some liquid
wax
or something in my ear, but it like affects my jaw as well here.
Do you remember when I kind of had some wax and I had to push it out?
Oh yeah. He had to go and have it pushed out. Yeah, He didn't like it though, did he?
No, I don't think I would either.
But anyway, same as I say, that's the ear that I've had a problem with where I got shingles. I've still got like slight resemblance of blisters, but they're not as
prominent.
no, they're just like spots at the moment, if you know what I mean. But it's like when I'm in bed at night, it's like you can. How can I put it? You know when you put a shell to your ear and you can hear like water sounds, whooshing sounds. That's what I keep getting with mine. But also, I can hear it keep popping. So yeah, you know, I mean, if I got some drops, but they're not working, that's why I think it's a bit of cotton. But oh dear. Yeah, I'd either go to hospital or, I mean, just to be on the safe side, because the longer you leave it in there, if it is a piece of cotton bud, it's going to start decaying and you're going to get all sorts of infections in it, Johnny.
I remember watching a programme once, I think you were watching it, I can't remember. It was a while back, and there was this guy, and his worst fear was having something stuck in his ear.
Weren't it a spider or something in his ear?
Yeah, well, he woke up one morning and he wouldn't move, and all the thing he was going was, ah!
Yeah,
like that,
yeah, I can remember, yeah.
Out. His wife managed to get him to hospital, and the doctor was shocked on what was in his ear. It was a moth.
Huh?
A moth in his ear.
But the thing is, yeah, you know, if it is a bit of cotton bud, the sooner you get it out, the better, because your ears are very delicate, and you know it don't take long for something like that to sort of start decomposing, if you know what I mean. And then you open to all sorts of infections. I mean, we have them Johnson cotton buds, and they're totally made of recycled things. I mean, the stem things is made from paper, I think now. You know, they're not. They've done away with the plastic ones, if you know what I mean. But you know, if it's a bit of cotton wool, I mean, it's like anything else. You've got a foreign body in your ear. You know, and
you're still getting liquid coming out your ear. You
can like have problems with your balance, and obviously you're having trouble because you know you're not you can't hear, and obviously it's starting to cause problems if it's hurting you.
If you're still getting liquid out of his ear, it means it's self-cleaning, so it could be all right.
But yeah, I'd go and get it checked out, Johnny, because just to be on the safe side, because it you know, your ears, your ear, nose, and throat are all connected, so it could start causing all kinds of problems if it's left. I mean, if you go and they say, "Oh no, there's nothing there," it's just like
might just be a lump of wax.
That's what I'm going to say. It might just be a clump of wax. You know, what, or is it olive oil?
Yeah.
Put some olive oil in your ear. Stick some cotton wool in your ear and let it all like soak in. And do that probably 2 or 3 times a day, and it softens the wax up. And before you know it, you know, it'll, well, I can't say it'll just pop out, because it not, will it? But yeah, as a kid, Callum had the same problem. I mean, he still has problems with his ears now. But this particular time, and he were having no end of problems. He was going earache. It was making, you know. Yeah, it is olive oil. So yeah, anyway, so we tried everything with Callum. We tried ear drops, you name it, ending up we ended up taking him to doctors, and he had to have his ears like shringed. Oh, I tell you, it's not a very nice process.
It works,
but it's what it's like. Our doctor, it's like a machine, and they put not hot water but warm water in it, and then they like I call it shot blasting it. It's like an eye-powered thing that they stick in your ear, and Callum had to hold this like thing under his ear, and and it's like shot blasting in your ear, and it's supposed to shot blast this. I mean, the way, if you'd have seen all wax that come out Callum's ear, but it's not a very nice process. Mrs. G says, I have hearing problems. No, love, I just choose to ignore you. But yeah, I mean, you imagine Callum, I think you're about 13. It's not a very nice process. Even as an adult, it's not a very nice process. Oh, okie dokie, Johnny. No, you're not moaning. It's gave us a subject to talk about. But yeah, I mean, they say it's syringe in your ears, but it's not. I call it shot blasting because it's like an eye power. It's a special machine that they've got. And basically, they just shot blast your ear, and and the thing behind it is it blasts warm water in your ear, and it loosens wax and it pops out. But Callum had to have both his ears done. Not a very nice process at all. I hear what I want to hear. I think all men are like that, aren't they, Gordo?
What's that?
And no, that weren't Lucy farting either. But yeah. I mean, put it this way. I mean, you've heard of kids like stuffing beads and crayons and God knows up their nose and in their ears, and last thing you want is somebody poking about in your ears if they're very tender and they're painful. You know what I mean? It must be a man thing, Crypto.
I never had out shoved up my nose.
I didn't, but I'm saying, like, luckily, touch wood, none of my kids have ever stuck crayons up their nose or in their ears or beads or peas or whatever. But you think terrifying it must be to take like a 4 or 5 year old kid to A&E and come at you with these great big long tweezer things and try and get this whatever foreign body is that's in your ears. You know what I mean? And I mean, this is my exact words, what I always said to Chris, and I watch a lot of hospital things. Well, they not do that again in a hurry. It scared living bejesus out on them, and it's painful and blah de blah de blah. And in sort of exceptional circumstances, they've had to put the kid to sleep in order, because it's that far down. Hey, exactly. It says my eldest stuck a Smartie up his nose that was a trip to an A&E. Did they ask you if you wanted Smartie afterwards, Gordo?
No. Was that so
But, this is it. It's so traumatizing for kids, but they don't think about that when they're stuffing things in the ear and up the nose and whatever. You know what I mean? But it is traumatizing in very exceptional circumstances, when it's getting too traumatized, It says his middle lad stuck an earwig in his ear because that's what it thought where they lived. Earwig. Oh, God. I've heard it all now. You know what I mean? But there's no more traumatizing than a kid having to be put to sleep just so they can retrieve whatever it is, and it means they stay in hospital. My son got a BB bullet stuck in his ear and had to go to A&E get that out. I have no clue how it got there. See you later, Amjad.
Right, Amjad.
Please say that's a joke. Oh, dear. But yeah, you know what I mean? Don't just forget about all this conversation, Johnny. Just go and get it checked out. If there's nothing there, they'll probably give you some eardrops, soften your wax up, and jobs are good in. He says no joke. But I'm exceptionally lucky. None of my kids has ever done out like that. They've had, cuts and, where they've had to have glue and stitches and whatever, but they've never shoved anything in a foreign orifice. In a foreign orifice. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? That's one of the worst places, your ears. And if you think it is a cotton bud, Johnny, get it sorted. Because it can cause all... I mean, this is no word of a lie, right? Chris has only got 40% hearing in one of his ears.
Huh?
Because as a kid, he kept getting ear infection after ear infection, and it damaged his ear. So much so that he's only got 40% hearing in one ear. So your ears are, they're delicate. So, don't, forget all this when you go to bed tonight. Get up in the morning, go and get it checked out. If there ain't anything there, then he said he could feel something crawling inside his ear. When we looked, we could see the end of the earwig. And he told us what he'd done. Oh, dear.
It's going to be your ear now.
Oh, dear. Roam free, my friend.
Welcome to your new home.
Yes. This is your new abode.
Sounds like there's plenty of open space plan in there.
But yeah, that's one thing you've got to be. Your eyes and your ears are the most important things, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you could have all sorts of problems if something's wrong with your hearing, I've noticed kids. I've noticed since I've had this problem with my ear, like dizziness and like not being able to balance properly. You know what I mean? It could cause all sorts of, makes you off balance and, but yeah. So yeah, it's a delicate part of your anatomy is your ear, your eyes and your nose as well. So yeah. You see, that's one of the reasons when I got shingles, it started off behind my ear. I got them in my ear, and because your eyes and your nose and everything are connected, that's why I had them on end of my nose, in my ear, and in my eyes, because they're all connected. So I mean, I'm bulking my son up, It's a wonder I don't rattle with all vitamins I'm taking. Yeah. I mean, I just thought that was a myth. Here we going in your ears. We thought that's where it lived, crypto. So yes, as well as me taking the effervescent vitamin C, I've now got Chris onto effervescent vitamin C's as well.
Yeah, it's only because it tastes better than that crap I was taking before.
So yeah, so I'm going to have to start buying them in bulk now. We're all taking them.
Start ordering them.
Yeah, Callum tried it, but I think he weren't too keen on it, and I think it's because he didn't let it dissolve proper. So, but I like to. That's first thing I do. I pop a vitamin C in a glass of water. No, he put it in there himself, Crypto. So yeah, that's first thing I do. Get myself a glass of water, pop a dissolvable orange tablet in. I let it fizz up and settle, and so it's not so gassy. So by the time I've took me all the tablets, it's all calmed down and it's just nice. It just tastes like orange juice. But Callum did try one and he weren't too keen on it. And I says, I bet you didn't let it, you know. Yeah, I don't think he'll let it dissolve proper.
It's only 5 at the time, he's 22 now.
Yeah. But it's sort of silly things like that 5-year-olds do. You know what I mean? Especially boys. Why it's mostly boys, I don't know. Yeah, you can, but try, Johnny. Same as I say, put some more in before you go to bed. Am I feeling different yet? Not quite. I think I'm still sort of suffering from after effects of the shingles. Plus, I hardly slept last night because muscles in my leg, well, in my right leg, are absolutely killing me. I don't know whether I've pulled a muscle or what I've done, but it's like I can't lift my leg up and I have to drag it. You know what I mean? I'm having to use my canes in arse. It takes me about 10 hours to get upstairs. You know what I mean? I think it'll pass in a couple of days, but I think I've just pulled some in my leg. and basically, I couldn't get comfortable last night for love nor money. I'm always getting married soon.
Who is?
Him that put earwig in his ear.
He's going to be able to hear what Vicar says.
But yeah, I didn't hardly sleep last night. I went to bed, I think it was back to bed about 12 o'clock, and I was tossing and turning for about an hour and a half, and I still couldn't get back to, you know what I mean? I thought, I'm that tired out, you know what I mean? I thought, I'll easy nod off. But, you know, I couldn't get comfortable. No way, no how. Right, it's 11:05, guys. I'm going to get going. I'll see you tomorrow for the baking live stream. We're making Easter cupcakes. So yeah. So I'd appreciate it very much if you're tuned in tomorrow. I did show a picture earlier on what I'm making. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you what I'm making tomorrow, Richard. And this is what I'm making tomorrow. That is the Easter cupcakes. Chris couldn't get the no, go on, Bennett. Wanting you to sign up. Yeah, that's what I'm making tomorrow. I couldn't get the Cadbury's mini eggs. So I've just Chris bought me these. So that's what I'm going to decorate them with. Enchanted eggs. Galaxy chocolate with crunchy caramel rolled in rose gold. So yeah. So that's what I'm making tomorrow evening.
I'd just like to pre-warn you. They may be a thief in the middle of the night.
They better not be. I'm putting them under lock and key. I heard him, guys. He says there might be somebody, a thief in the night coming down for a midnight snack. I says they better not be. I'm doing another Easter themed one next week. I'm making mini egg blondies. So it's another Easter themed one next week. So yeah, so I'm going, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow evening if you're around for the baking live stream. Bye for now.
Bye.
Oh, I know where I haven't played.
Yeah, bro.
So there you have it, guys. That was my outro, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.